Hello, welcome to Humerous, a RPG maker game developed by Mimeface, available on HEO. Well, I guess you're coming home from a Halloween party, and some things happened along the way. I guess we'll see. Content warning, this is a horror game, so there may be some disturbing elements, and I believe graphic violence as well. Let's see. Let's go home. Here you go. Here's the full content warning. It contains disturbing imagery, death, gore, murder, skeletons, spooky, scary skeletons, self-deprecation. Apparently, that needs a content warning for some reason. I mean, I just do that every day. Depression and mental health. Your discretion is advised. Again, I should say that more often. I forget to keep saying that, but whenever I say like I'm playing a horror game, I should just say like, viewer discretion is advised. An easy way to say that, all the TV shows always say that, Anyway, it is a Halloween game. Probably this, will not be in Halloween by the time, obviously, I put this on YouTube. In fact, the time I'm streaming this is not Halloween. It's already over. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm on my way home. Listen, hey, I already told you I couldn't drive back home. My car's engine was busted because of you. You're really doing this? No, I'm not doing this right now. I walk miles back home, and you have the audacity to shit on me? You have Audacity, the audio software that's free? Anyway, I'm not wasting any more time arguing. Talk to you later. By the way, all I know about this game is that the main character is wearing like a silly frog costume. I don't know. It looks like a cutesy game, but like then I saw that it had like gore. It was like, what? So that's what got me interested. Anyway. It's gonna be a long walk back home. It says here on my phone that this path should make my walking a little bit more easier on me. Like about a 3-hour walk. Well, I've dealt worse. Good thing I got a few things up my sleeve. Anyone tried something funny? Okay. Funny costume. I guess her Greppa? A tired human being. Items? No items. Got stuff. I got a phone. Just look correct. And a multi-purpose knife. So that's what they were referring to. Save the game. Alright. I go back. Oh, I got a long way to go back home. There's no point going back. At this point, I feel like you would just stay, at the other place. Whatever party you're at. Just like crash on the couch. I mean, at this point, like, it's not worth it. Like, it's too late at night and it's like too tired. Just crash at your friend's place. I don't know. Unless it's like an awkward party. I mean, I don't go to parties often. I'm not a party person. But maybe you go into a party like it's a friend of a friend's house, and like maybe it's awkward. I don't know. Like it's basically a complete stranger. So maybe not. I don't know. Well, I mean, so far it seems pretty normal. I'm just walking back home, right? Gonna take a while, but the path is lit with lamps and everything. Surely you won't get murdered along the way. Surely. It's left to right, easy. I'm curious, is there anything off the path, or do we just keep going? My legs are already killing me. Man, I hate exercise. But this was definitely one of those moments that I wish I worked out more. It doesn't help that I'm wearing this big oversized frog costume, and I had to deal with it for 3 hours. Either way, I really should find a spot to sit down. I might end up collapsing on the ground if I don't give myself that rest. You could like probably just take off that costume You know, unless maybe it's like a I don't know how expensive it is. Like you like borrow that costume or something? You rent it? I don't know. I relaxed on the bench. Ugh, ouch. It even hurts having to bend my knees down to sit. How long have I been walking? Might as well browse through my phone a bit. Alright. Let's see. Well, not much interesting going on in Screeter. Literally, the screeds I've been seeing are just about the same. You know, recently, Screeter has been bought up by Milan Iask or something. Anyway, I don't know what I'm trying to say. A new case again of clowns? So they survive and alive to tell the tale, huh? Well, that's good. I don't think it's any pleasant with more of those weirdos walking around taking people's lives. Here you go. BooTube. Yes. Ooh, my favorite BooTuber upload a new video. It's an RPG Maker video game too. It's I don't know. I'm trying to think of a YouTuber. It's masculine awesome warrior. I don't know. Anyway, I'm trying to make a ManlyBadassHero reference, okay? It's hard. It's a couple of minutes long. Not too bad. Not too bad. Man, it's really cold out here. Maybe wearing this onesie wasn't so bad after all. The insides of this is really soft too, and so warm. I could even just snuggle up and pass out if I wanted to. I should really finish up that game I was working on. If I had my car, I would be at home doing my progress on it. Ah, yes. You know, they're like a game developer, I guess. And then they sleep. Okay. Wakey wakey. Where are we now? What hell have we descended into? Exactly. Ugh. Ugh. How long was I out? For about hours on end. Who's out there? Just show yourself. What's the magic word? I'm not playing around. I can and will get up to find you. Okay, geez, I'll pull up. Okay. It's sands. It's green sands. No. It's freaking lime flavored sands. You are in the mood to be polite, aren't you? Great observation. What gave it away? Is that rhetorical or literal? Judging on how you look, I can't get over. This is green sands. Anyway, judging on how you look like you're about to strangle me, I'll just assume you meant it rhetorically. Rhetorically? Don't freak out, by the way. I'll explain everything to you in a second. I wasn't going to until you decided to mention it. Alright, my bad for assuming. It's pretty cool that you're not freaking out, though. It saves me so much time over a lot of things. Well, being here is the least boring that's happened throughout my lifespan, so... I see, then. In that case, let's get to our intros. I'm Hum. Just your average walking skeleton that looms around both in and out of existence. I was gonna make a Sans reference, but that could be spoilers, actually. I don't know. I mean, Undertale's like incredibly popular, but I don't know if everyone's played it. Anyway. You, my friend, are in our plane of the realm called the Flip Side. Oh, Flip Side. That reminds me of something. I just got a flashback. Wasn't that like a thing in Earthbound or something? There's like a town, you know? There's like a flip side to it or something. Anyway. But apparently we're on the flip side. It's a place where floating islands were formed, here in endless space, when you humans die during the spooky season. Are you fucking saying that I'm dead? Well there, first of all, Don't swear around here. You get demonetized, you see. No, you're technically walking in the lands of the dead, so don't do that. Second, no, you're not dead. Mind if I ask why I'm here then? I got somewhere to be, you know. Huh, good luck. You're gonna need my assistance if I want to get out of here. You can try jumping off to escape, but it's no luck. You die, obviously. But let's just say you won't live to see the end of the day. I can try. Okay. You're a little messed up than I thought, oh boy. Not really proud of it, to be honest. Anyway, I snatched you here from the living room for something important. You can't get out of here properly or alive without my help on it? Or without my help with it? Or just without my help? I don't know. The sentence feels weird to me. You can't get out of here properly or alive without my help. That's what I would say, but anyway. And that is, you see, there's 3 skeletons that are finding it hard to be laughing as of late. They were fine and dandy even after death, but they've been feeling on the low lately. Huh. So you can't even have peace in the afterlife. So that's why I brought you here to humor them with jokes. Oh, buddy. Jokes? Do I look like someone that can pull off good jokes? Can't you? I'm sure anyone can. Dude, the last joke I did was about pulling a trigger to my foot because of how shitty a Halloween party was. Okay, it was a very good party, I guess. That we were leaving. So the good old self-deprecation. I mean, I see the flaw in it, but it's not entirely impossible to pull it off on a good note. But then again, you can't make anyone laugh only making those type of jokes. Yeah, exactly that. In that case, how about this for a plan? You take your time to get to know them a little bit, and from there you can figure out what tickles their funny bone. Really is Green Sands. Why are we talking to Green Sands? That is the most terrible joke I ever heard. Hey, well, you mauled and cope. It's how it is. Oh my god. It's Green Sands, but he watches, Twitch. Or is it, I don't know, molding and coping. I feel like it kind of came from Twitch culture, but it might have been, it might have been memed on like other websites even before that. I'm not sure. I don't know like the real origin of those, those terms. Well, tell that to the other skeletons. There you go. Good job. I did? Sort of, but you got a pretty good start though. You sure made me laugh, only for a slight bit. Real challenge comes along with the other skele friends. The more you make the jokes, the better you become at it, so... Well, that is true, well... Alright, I'll do as you say, under one condition. When this is all done, send me back to my home. Not in the spot where you first found me. You have the ability to take me anywhere. It's the only returning favor I ask from you. If you're down with that, you get yourself a deal. Alrighty. I like you, human. You got yourself a deal. Well, good to see we both came to a mutual agreement. Well, you gotta get that on paper, A verbal contract, is not good enough. You can't enforce that. Anyway. Also, something worth mentioning. We've only known each other for a couple of minutes. Very funny, but not that way. Okie dokie. Then that's done. Come tag along. I'll give you a small tour guide around the next area. I can get things started for you there. Well, actually, before I go, I didn't really catch your name. What was it? Greppa. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. Greppa? I want to say Grandpa? No. Greppa. Greppa? Oh, got it. Alrighty, Greppa. See you in the next spot. Let's get to it then, I guess. No time to waste. Though not gonna lie, this place is pretty cool. Never seen anything like it. Looks like an RPG Maker game. Just like real life. Because my real life is also an RPG Maker game. Alright. Okay. I mean, the game so far, the premise of the game so far seems kind of like lighthearted and, not really scary at all. apparently this is a horror game. I don't know. I had like a really like extreme content warnings, you know. It's like, but then so far it doesn't seem so bad. You just gotta make some skeletons laugh, I guess. Make some jokes. That's all right. Nothing scary about this at all. I've been lied to. Maybe. Oh, so welcome to this island. It's quite huge compared to the other ones. Yeah, well, because there's 3 graves up in here. Or that's because there's 3 graves up in here. I notice all of these 3 graves are grouped up into this huge island. What's up with that? Alright, I won't budge. You'll know at some point. Maybe later, or maybe never. Fair enough. Okay, so you can meet up with the buddies by touching their graves. They'll teleport you to their room, if that makes sense. So, it is separate, but still counts as a whole since they're just rooms. I'll probably find things out later down the line, I guess. What's up with the ghosts? Are they deceased too? Oh, those? Nah. They're just phantasms that come along with the island. I have no clue what they're really here for, to be honest. I guess so. Well, there's nothing much else for me to do to let you know. I've covered the basics for the most part. You can wander around, check out the area, do whatever really. Though you can't really get out until you've done your part of the deal, so... Makes sense. What are you gonna do in the meantime? I'll probably stand under the trees between the 2 upper graves and relax for now. There's a very specific location, by the way. You know, normally you'd say like, well, I'll probably relax under, you know, those trees and relax. But no, I'll probably relax under this very specific spot between, you know, these 2 upper graves in the XY coordinates of 500 to 200 and... Taking you here did take a bit of energy. So I hope you don't mind having me do that. Or having me do that. If you got any questions or want to talk, I'll be around to help you with that. Got it. Alright. Save again. The protagonist did mention, like, jumping off. You know, I wonder if you can do that. You know, like jumping off the edge of this world. So these are the graves. So there's a bunch of graves. So that's 1 grave. There's a 3rd grave. There's also these graves. Are these graves? I don't know. Looking down below is endless space. Jump? Oh yeah, sure. Why not? I was wondering about that. Whee! You took the leap of faith and jumped off the island. Your body falls down through the endless space, feeling the violent force of gravity pushing against your onesie. Yeah, you finally see, you know, the character's bangs. You hope by the end of it, this was the way out. That all of this was worth it. Ending 2. Endless space. Alright. What if we just, like, walk past this bench? Ah, no, okay. I was wondering if, oh, you can feel your body growing dangerously tired. It's not too late to go to relax, but trying to keep going a few times isn't a terrible idea. Okay, oh, I was wondering, yeah, if you can just walk past this bench. I can't. My body hurts. Everything hurts. I need to... You didn't get around to relax, knowing your body was running out of energy to keep going. Of your stubbornness, you collapsed on the cold dirt ground. You couldn't lift yourself up even if you wanted to. The exhaustion was just too much. Everything felt tiring to do. You didn't care whether or not you see the next day dead or alive. Ending 1. Tired beyond limits. Okay, so that was ending 1. Alright. Alrighty. Let's see. Interact with this, by the way? No? Okay, so can't interact with these graves. Only the specific graves that we need to make the skeletal friends laugh. Also, trash can? There's a strange trash can by this tree. Knock on it? Yes. Ah, yes. Okay. It's freaking manly. What does Manly sound like? I don't know how to do Manly's voice. It's like, who dares disrupt the hero's slumber? Huh, you look like someone that I watch a lot. Are you perhaps the one and only Manly? I don't know. Did you get permission from Manly to have his likeness in your video game? You know, he's gonna sue you, you know? No, probably not. I am in an empty trash can. which declares my identity as an empty soul. And who are you supposed to be? It's Grandpa, nothing too special. But I too am truly non-existent, unreal, like an empty trash can. So another ally joins. With pleasant news. But I must make haste. I have other errands to attend to. The conversation has been interesting, to say the least. Yep, see ya. Nice meeting you. I have, more video games to play and record. What does he say in the beginning? It's like, hello everyone. It's like he says, hello everyone. I don't know. He always has like an intro in the very beginning. Hi everyone, hello everyone. Does he say hi everyone? Or does he say something else? I don't know, I can't remember now. Anyway. Or hey everyone. He says hey everyone, right? He says, hey everyone. This is Manly. He says that, right? Hey everyone, this is Manly. And this is the video game that I'm playing. It's very scary. I don't know. Anyway. Save the game. And talk to Green Sands. What's poppin'? Not your bones, I hope. Good waster. So, yeah? Which grave do I start with? Since there's 3, I'm not really sure which one to go to first. Well, you come to the right place. I'd say start checking out the orange headstone. It's to my left. Sounds good. Thank you. Alright. It's recommended that you do the orange, which is to his left, so it's to my right. Talk? I'm well, I don't have any ears, but I pretend I got some. Island. So, how long has these skeletons lived on this island? For about 2 years? Ah, yeesh, I see. What do you ask? I mean, it's not too long ago if you think about it. Gravestones? Looks like there's more than 3 gravestones around. Are there bodies buried under those? Nope, I have no clue why there's other headstones around. Alright then. Yeah, that's all? Nothing else? Green. Is there a reason why you're green? What do you mean by that? I'm curious if that's your favorite color or something. It actually was my favorite color. Sound a little on edge about that, buddy. Let's just stop talking about it. It's only to keep me legally distinct from another skeleton that's like, that's like has like a cool attitude and it's kind of goofy. Okay, if you say so. I guess that's it. Get you later. Alright, I mean, let's maybe play the actual game. I mean, we are playing the game, but rather, making some progress. I say that as I keep looking around. I found the trash can, so I was like, wondering if there's anything else I can... Any other references to any other YouTubers? No? Okay. Alright. The grave feels cold to the touch. Touch the orange grave? Yeah. Welcome to the orange zone. Well, here goes. Let's hope my shitty social skills don't get in my way. Or get in the way, rather. Not in my way, get in the way. Yeah, I wonder if I can jump again? Probably not. Okay. Alright, so it's just a skeleton. Just gotta make them laugh, that's all. Hello? Oh, a human. What is your name? Name's Grandpa, yours? Grandpa. You could easily mistake that as grape. Wouldn't be the first time. Oh well, no worries. I'll try my best to say your name properly. My name is Very pleasant to meet you, Grandpa. Likewise. Is it Is just say What if someone's like, like it's like saying or What if someone's saying but like being mistaken as your name, It's a not very convenient name, I feel like. Anyway. What brings you here? I'll be honest, I was brought here to cheer you up. I was told from some bondi that you were feeling on the low, so I'm here to do that. Some bondi? But first I need to get to know you better before I start cracking any sort of jokes on the go. Oh, okay, was that is that a typo or intentional? I don't know if that was intentional pun or not. Some bondi? Maybe it's intentional, but like it's not meant to be super funny or anything. It's just somebody, some bondi because it's a skeleton and not a. Anyway, I see. Very upfront and transparent. It's a pleasant attribute from you. Though, are you good at making jokes? Other than the pun that you mentioned earlier, of course. Okay, no, it wasn't intentional. All right. You know, it was so unfunny that I wasn't sure it was meant to be funny or not. Ahem. I'm not so sure if I'm good at making jokes. It's not really my strongest suit to tell them. I appreciate your honesty. Though perhaps there might be another way for your plans? I suppose so. Pry further, make a joke, leave her be. Make a joke. Hey, Yes? Are you okay with joking these trying times? How polite of you. Of course. What's the difference between you and I? Oh, what is? I breathe in oxygen while you let out carbon dioxide. Oh. Oh. What a pleasantly crafted joke. I love that a lot. You do? It was really cheesy, though. Compared to the other skeleton puns that Hum makes, yours is just fine. However, I'm sad to say that a joke won't simply make things better. I'm truly sorry. At least I made you smile a bit, right? Excuse me, did I cheer you up at least? Of course. You did quite well in the joke. That was not the issue. It's certainly other things, the kind I would not like to disclose, not even to Hum or Os. Os? Is another skeleton, I guess. Oh? Yeah, I see. Whatever it is you're dealing with, I hope that weight lightens your back. Of course. I truly appreciate you for that. In that case, I'll go ahead and leave you be. I wish nothing else but the best of you. Or best for you. Thank you. I will certainly need it. Alright. That's kind of it. For now. So just continue. No, I did mean to return. I return. Alright. Oh, that was quick. What happened? Well, I got to meet her for the first time. The usual, really. Exchanging names, talking a little bit about ourselves. I asked her first before I went in with the joke, and do that end up on a good note. Let's just say it wasn't the right time for it at all. Well, you tried. All that matters, honestly. On a good note, we get to follow up with the next guy. I suppose so. Yep, it's gonna be the purple headstone on my right. Hey, so the purple stone on your... Yep, on my right. Thanks. I get confused about that. You say on your right. I think of my right, which is the wrong, direction. Not really in the mood to talk. There's nothing else to say. Alright, so let's just go here next. Oh, wow. This is a nice shade of purple. I can get the hang of this. Alright. I make like a million saves. Hello? For the last time, I don't... Hold on. You're not them. Wait. Are you a human? That's... I can't remember the last time. Wait. A human? What's a human doing here? See, if you stop screaming, I could give you the answers up front. Excuse me. Is it appropriate to ask what your name is? As much as I don't want to be here either, I prefer to get to know your name before I go. Very well. My name is Os. Yours? Grandpa. So, mind if I ask why you're here? Humans aren't supposed to be around. This is a realm where the dead linger. Were you brought in by one of us? Yeah, it was Hum. Green skeleton, sort of an oversized sweater with long sleeves. Thank you, but I know how they look like. I already told them not to do something like this, but seeing how you're here, it seems too late for that already. This realm won't kill me though, right? To an extent it won't. But if we're speaking logics, and knowing you're the only one alive on this island, you'd either die to starvation, or if you're bold enough, jumping off to the edge of this island. Yeah, we did that already. Well, it wouldn't be the first time I thought of it. But anyway, do you guys know each other? I assume such a thing since you three live in the same island. Is a friend of mine, and the other skeleton you met before me is my other friend. All three of us were meshed into this huge island, because we all happened to die the same day. You three died on the same day. What happened? It's not something worth sharing. The past is in the past. There's nothing to be done to change it. Make a joke? Hey, Oz? What? Care for a joke? Sure. Hit me with it. Well, you sure do look like the unbothered type. 'Cause you know, nothing gets under your skin. Get out. Yeah, I'll see myself out. Okay. What did I just tell you? Get out. He doesn't like jokes. You don't like my joke? Come on. Come on. Eesh. Tough crowd. Oh, hey there again. Seems like this one didn't take you that much time either. Mind if I ask how that one went? Nothing that different, honestly. I made a joke and it was a pretty good one, but I ended up getting told to get out. I'm very sure the second I stayed in that room a bit longer, things would have gone bad. Seems like that wasn't the right time to make any jokes. But then again, he wasn't really in the mood for any jokes at all. Even my attempts didn't work. That would have been nice to know before all that. Well... Looks like you took the chance to pull off some jokes to both of them, and from what I've heard, they were pretty mediocre. Mediocre? Jeez. I hate to tell you this, but you sound a little jealous there. Huh? Me? Jealous? You're not trying to make me laugh, are you? If it means getting out of here, I guess you can consider it? Oh, that's... Alright, you caught me in the crossfire, bud. Not sure how, but you did it. I wanted that too. If it makes you feel better, it's not like I enjoy coming up with these jokes either way. Oh, how come? Even from the others, you pulled off well. I'm not a huge fan of jokes that take time to come up with. It ruins the flow of the so-called joke. What kind of stuff do you laugh from then? I suppose your type of humor is different and all. And not sure if I want to share that with you. A little shy about it or something? No, I'm just very self-conscious of the type of funny stuff I consume on the daily. Would it hurt to ask what kind of funny stuff you laugh at? Or you laugh at? Fine. It's not like you make the time to tell anyone about it. You really think I was gonna do that? Okay, well, you have the power to pop in random places, so it's a possibility, alright? Fair enough. The funny stuff I consume is... internet memes. You seriously find those funny? See, I told you it's strange. Eesh. Makes me whether or not I should keep you here. Makes me think whether or not I should keep you here. You break the deal if you try that. Yeah, I knew that. But with that being said, you completed your half of the deal. Good job. I'll go ahead and do my part of the contract. It won't take long, but there's one thing I should tell you. Make sure to close your eyes. Or, you know, unless you want to make yourself sick during the transportation. Don't do as I say. Yeah, I get you. Let's get it over with. Okie dokie. See ya, bud. It was nice meeting you. Hold on, did I forget something? I'm back home? No, this is still in the same spot. Still sitting at the bench with the phone in my hand, and still playing the video on BooTube. Was that all a dream? Wait a minute, no it wasn't. I remember that skeleton. I recall telling them, drop me at where my house is. Did I tell them where I lived? If not, that makes sense why they would drop me here. Well, no time for sitting around then, I've slept enough. Well, time to get going. I still have a long way to go. Ow, yikes. I feel really sore sleeping like that. I'll need to head to a coffee shop or something. I don't wind up sleeping in the middle of the forest ever again. Ending 5. Attempted comedy. As like an axe murderer follows us home? What? Okay. Alright. What if I... leave her be? Are you sure? This will end your conversation with her. Yeah. I'm sorry, I don't really have anything in mind to help with that. Alright, take care, human. Okay, we leave, bye-bye. Hey, Agrippa, good to see you back from there. How'd it go? I didn't get much from her. She seemed like she had stuff to talk about, but I didn't bother asking her further. She really wasn't in the space for any sort of talking at all, let alone jokes. Oh, I see. Well, you did the best you could. You made the right call not itching for more details if that was the case. You still want to meet up with the other skeleton? Of course, don't be discouraged. He's in the purple gravestone to my right. I'm sure you'll be able to get along with him, you'll be fine. I was thinking like leave everybody be, you know? I wonder what happens if I do that. Are you sure? Yes. I'll go ahead and leave you be. Sorry I can't be much of help. Don't burden yourself over it. Not your fault, so don't think about it. Alright, so this time we just kind of like left everyone be. We didn't really make any jokes. We just kind of visited them and said hi and then left, you know? Back in one piece, huh? The One Piece. The One Piece is real. No, how do things go? Well, he shared some context about himself, and he's also mentioned stuff about you. Most of them were too hard for me to understand, but after he expressed most of what he said, I had to back out and give him that space. Strangely enough, he was nice enough to let me know that it's not my fault. Is that so? Well, I get what you're throwing at, and I'm glad he's shown you some sense of respect even despite your efforts. It was surprising that he was able to. He felt somewhat sympathetic that I got brought here. I wouldn't doubt it if he felt bad. It doesn't help having the feeling that I can't help them. Oh, you get over it. It's normal as it is when it comes to friendships. Friendships? Who you think friends? Anyway, in that case, I don't think I can let you go. What do you mean? Well, considering you didn't cheer anyone up in here, the deal isn't exactly met. So to make it fair, you're stuck here, until you're dead or something. Wow, this guy is kind of a bit of a jerk. Well, you're free to make your end quick by jumping off. It's not my problem anyway. If you know, let's say you're smarter than that. You get to have your own free island out here. It's free real estate. Well, I guess I won't be alone when I die. Bad ending. Inevitable death. It's kind of messed up, you know? For the most part, the skeletons they don't seem to be like bad people, but like the green one is kind of like, I'm just gonna leave you here and then you die. Oh well. What you gonna do? Like, even though the like hum is the skeleton that like brought us here in the first place, so it's kind of like they're just committing murder. That's horrible. What are you doing? Anyway. This time let's pry further. Hey, well, just know that others here with you. I'm sure they can lend some time to hear you out. You're not alone, remember that. Thank you, human. I really appreciate the sentimental thoughts, though I'm afraid it's going to take a while until I reach peace. Of course, you can't rush personal healing after all. In that case, I'll give you that space. I'm sorry for bothering you. Oh no. It's not your burden to bear. You were brought here against your will, and what makes the situation more dire is that you're still alive. While I understood their intentions, having a human be brought in a place like this, do you not have the same abilities like they do? I believe not, as far as I know. I don't recall being granted innate type powers after materializing in this island. Is that so? As rare as that is, I'm not going to question about it any further. A good idea. Alright, I'll go ahead and leave you be, for real this time. Stay safe, human. I'm very sorry you had to be brought here, human. I assure you that I'll be okay. Hey, Agrippa, noticed that you sort of took a bit. Everything alright? Well, I ended up giving her comfort since it seemed inappropriate making jokes. She told me she was going to be okay, but it felt otherwise. Well, that's what I was told too when talking to her. But you know what? You did your best you could. Do what I do and just give her space until she feels better about it, you know? I guess. You'll be fine, human. Don't sweat about it. This guy is in the purple gravestone. Do take some caution, though. Is he gonna kill me or something? Nah, he's just a bit more expressive and upfront with his character, is all compared to the other one. Alright, if you say so. Okay. Alright. Let's see. So what if I pry further with this guy? Seems like a bad idea, to be honest, but let's see what happens. Are you sure you want to keep that to yourself? If it's bothering you in a way, you should be okay with coming to terms with it. I mean, I do get how it feels to keep things to yourself. It's never pleasant, you know. I know what you're trying to do, and it's not going to work. Yeah, well, I tried. All that anyone can ask for. In that case, I'll go ahead back out and update Hum. Sorry for bothering you. May you rest in peace. I'll need to talk to Hum about this. We can't have humans being dragged just because of that some stupid thing that happened in the past. Continues to mutter to himself. Okay. Yo, back so soon? How'd that go? Well, to make it brief to you, I was having a gut feeling he had something to say, but it really seemed like he wasn't in the mood to talk about it at all. He caught up on what I was trying to do, and it was pretty clear that he wanted me to stop. So even no matter what, that wouldn't get him to talk. Yeah, that's just how he is. He's always saying that everything's fine and dandy, yet the vibes I get from him is the complete opposite. Oh, I see. There's also other things he said out loud, like how you shouldn't have brought me here. He sounded more aggravated when I was on my way back here, so... Huh, well. Is that right? Oh, you're very much free to ask him if you don't believe me. And when he cools off, probably. But knowing you went to his room and all, I'd like to believe you aren't lying to me. Dude, my main goal is to seriously go home. If I don't end up cheering your friends up, that's not on me. I'm not even capable of cheering myself up. So what makes you think I can with the others? Yeah, that's a good point. Alright, well, knowing they weren't in for a conversation, most of it wasn't you to blame. I do see that you did your best to give both of them comfort, which honestly is all I asked for. Your effort. So for the most part, you're good to go. Wait, what? Please tell me you're joking. Nope, a deal's a deal, buddy. I'll send you right back home. I guess I can understand that. But I do notice a third grave. Aren't I missing one more? Nah, I'm sure that you've done what you could here. Besides, if I kept you here further, that would have been a terrible idea. But before I let you go, care to spill me the details about your place, unless you want me to send you back to the forest, or to the forest? Yeah, it's... Okie dokie, make sure to close your eyes on the way there. Traveling back my way can get sickly. So, see ya, bud. Look after yourself now. Likewise. Alright, we're back home. Huh. So I'm set back home. It looks like they weren't kidding about being able to send me back home. Whatever that was is really no joke. Well, best bet's to head inside before I end up sleeping on the porch. Or I should save the game and, like, walk out and explore a little bit. My garage! My car isn't here. I'm really considering kicking his ass out soon after that. He's being way too many chances. Okay. But yeah, the character, Greppa. You know, I forgot their name. Greppa was talking to someone, you know? Roommate, maybe? I don't know, I'm not sure. Apparently, that's why the car is missing. Well, nothing else I can do, I guess. It's strange that we have freedom to walk around. Ah, here it is. A place where I first hit it, nice and tucked. I got a house key. Yeah. Okay. I guess if you try to interact with the door in the first place, you wouldn't get the key. Never got to use our knife though. Our multi-purpose knife. Alright. Same dialogue. Door to my house. Head inside. Sure. Well, home sweet home. About time I finally get to take off this thing. I'll need to give it a good wash before I consider returning it back to her. Other than that, I should really shower. I can already sense myself sweating by how stuffy the rooms feel. I'll open the windows while that is as well. Thankfully there's a screen too. After that I'll head to bed. Just monologuing what I'm going to do in the next few minutes. And of course, the second I sat down this beanbag, couldn't sleep after. I'll finish the line out tomorrow. I don't think I can keep myself awake any longer. I wonder if they're truly doing okay. Ending 6. Said and done. Alright. Kinda like a neutral ending. Anyway. Well, the good thing though is that you've given the effort to one of them, but I consider sending you back home if you comforted both of them. Well, sorry buddy, no buts. Seeing you treat one of them with more effort than the other was off the wrong way, which gives me more reason to keep you here. Okay. We just cry. I mean, yeah, in this, I guess, routes, I think I chose the pry further option on the orange skeleton, but I left the purple skeleton alone. So, this is what happens. Oh, cry it off, buddy, because soon enough you won't be able to. At least for the first hour, but you get to cry afterwards. Ending 4. Sharing is caring. Okay. We just become a crybaby. Where would it be? Oh. There's something over here. Huh. Seems like a piece of paper with drawings on it. Guess I'll hold it with me. I got worn paper. Alright, so that's a hidden item. I didn't see before. First time. Okay. And I guess you can look at it? Huh? Okay. Star Road. Orange 1. Green 2. Purple 3? What? What? That's interesting. Okay, finally. I got one. Took me like 10 hours. Wobble wobble. I'm not in the mood for jokes. I'm not in the mood for cute slimes. I stomp on it, I kill it. For gold and XP. Hey. Oh, hi there. You're awfully tall for a blob. What was your life like before? I don't know about you, but I'm not a blob. But if you're talking about how I am in life, it's really shit. Thank you for asking. Oh, I see. Wait, is shit a good or a bad thing? It's a bad thing. Ah, I see. Oh, but oh no, that's not very good either. Huh. You're fine, no big deal really. Actually, what are you even? Do you have a name of sorts? Very glad you're finding my little silliness there. I'm what's called a blob, and I do have a name. It's Oblong. Oblonge? Oblonge? What's yours, strange blob friend? It's Grandpa. Grape? What an odd name. Isn't that a fruit? It's Grape. I'm not messing up my own name. Lovely. Nice to meet you, Grape. Nice to meet you too. Anyway, sorry to cut this convo short, but I got somewhere to be. I'll see you soon, maybe. Oh? You're going somewhere? That sounds really fun. Can I come with? Why would you want to follow? I don't know. Though it's also because the forest is really cold. I'm not so sure how long can stand around this temperature. I do have big pockets of this costume I'm using. I'll need to wash it after you're in it. An understandable worry, but don't worry anyway. My funny goop doesn't really smudge unless I get really nervous or sad. No worries, I don't really feel sad or feel like it soon. In that case, you can hop on in. Yippee! Well, watch it. Oh wow, it's so comfy and warm in here. Are there any more of you out here? Yes, although I'm not so sure where the others are though. I guess I can figure that out myself. Are you okay with me taking a little nap as you go? It'd be easy for me to feel more relaxed. And on the best note, smudge free. Yeah, I don't mind. Feel free to get yourself comfy. Yay, awesome! You're absolutely the sweetest blob friend. Just give me a poke in your pockets whenever you need to. Or whenever you need anything, I'll be napping until then. Gotcha. Up Lounge is now with you resting one of your big pockets. To interact with the blob, simply check with your key items. Hey, which ones? Forget it. I'll figure it out. Let's leave the blob asleep for now. Great. Save the game real quick. Blanche? Yes, yes? I pet it. Thank you for the pat. Super sweet if you're a blob friend. Oh. That tickles. Eat. No, alright. On the flip side. Oh, that's the name of the skeleton island, actually. Anyway, that took a while, by the way. I didn't understand what this freaking paper even meant exactly. I mean, I guess I sorta understand. So it's like, this is my theory in the beginning, but basically the stars refer to the number of roads, I guess? I'm assuming, because it says roads, so like the second screen is the second road, right? Is that what that means? Well, I think I'm on the second road. Or maybe not, actually. Wait, what road am I on? I'm not sure. So I think that's what that means. But like, it's so obscure because it just says, it's in a tree. Which tree? You know, it's like there's many trees. So you're literally expecting me to find a needle in a haystack. What a sadistic developer. The heck? Just to find like a dumb blob? I'm sorry, that's a little rude, but like, I don't know, I'm just a little frustrated actually. It was kind of hard to find that blob. Anyway, there's a lot of trees. This one? Okay. Well, it's this one, I guess. Oh? Oh, look at you. You're a human, aren't you? It's been a bit since I've seen your kind around these days. If I may ask, what's your name? It's Greppa. Greppa. Got it, it's kind of a weird name, but I dig it. Thanks, I guess. What's yours? I'm not any better. My name's quite silly, you see. I don't have all night to really wait. Alright. I'll be out front of it. The name's Glorp. It's a pleasure to meet you, Greppa. Glorp, got it. What comes after introductions? A change of topic? There we go. Couldn't think of it on the top of my head for a sec there. Then again, I'm just a simple blob. All that brain power and pizzazz can only be with me for so long. Careful not to ramble too much. Save it when I get home or something. Oh, did you someone tag along with your main goal? Well, let's just say I brought something else with me that might change your mind. Oh, Blanche. Oh my, you look like you're having quite some fun with the human over there. Yeah, I've been tagging along by napping in this bucket. I've shared with me that she's gonna have a nice walk home. She's feeling really shitty, too, along the lines of it. I see. Sounds like you two got along very well. Absolutely. Sal Blofriend was very sweet to me. I could just stay in the forest forever. Well, in that case, I'll tag along as well. We'll see whether or not the pockets that you so praise are truly comfy. Yay. Hop on in, you won't regret it. Say less. I'm just angry at these blobs. Anyway. Everything cool there, human? Yeah, I just need to use that still, thanks. Well, go ahead and nap again. Let me know if you need anything. I wonder when they're gonna figure out that I'm not a blob. Oh well, get used to it. About the pockets. It's a little small for my size, but shrinking could just fix that. Convenient. Other than that... it's warm and cozier. She wasn't lying. The orange blob is a she? Good to know for later, I guess? Well... Before I pass out, is something in your mind that you'd like to ask? No, we can go ahead and nap. Nice, sounds good. For that, I'll go ahead and nap as well. See you soon, Grape. Okay. Grolup? That's not right, isn't it? I forgot actually. Is it Glorp? It's Glorp, not Grolup. Anyway. I thought it was Glorp, not... I don't know, maybe I read it wrong the first time. Anyway. Hey, Graves, how can I help you? Pet. Oh, headbats? I don't believe I've been giving something like that before. How lovely. Thank you for the kind gesture, Greppa. Oh. Stop, don't poke any higher. Can it get much higher? Yeah, I don't know. Back to that. Okay. There you go, it's over here. So hidden. Hmm? Oh, a human. You're real, right? What makes you think I'm not? The clothes you're wearing. It's called a costume. Have you never heard anything like it? No, not at all. Considering I'm just a blob of unknown material, I don't recall needing any clothes at all. Well, for just a random blob in the forest, you sure attract fancy. Does that occur to you as a problem? Not really, I just find it weird. In that case, let's touch back on the real matter at hand. I have a premonition that you're not alone. I mean, weird blob just wobbling in front of me, I can see that. Not that. I'm talking about... Hey and hello. That. Blurb! Hey, hey! Hey there, you enjoying nature at its finest? I see that you brought the whole party. Yeah, well, it's not like I had a choice, just ditching you blobs in the coldness of the fall. There you are again with your rough and tumble shell. Really should loosen up a little here and there. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on, but you do deserve to relax and have fun, too, Blurb. Alright, have fine. Yippee! But only because 1, it's for Oblange, and 2, the human looks close to absolutely abandoning me. I was really considering it. Whatever you say, brat. Come on, in the pocket. Give me 3 seconds before I start walking off. 3. Oh, whoa, wait a minute. 2. Yeah, just give me a moment to 1. Fine, I'll get on. See, not so hard, is it? Be quiet. How's Oblange holding up? Alright. Got your answer? Holy shit, these blobs really have more personality and dynamic than me. But whatever, not my main worry. I really should get going. Blurb. What's with this, like, blob subplot? It's weird, you know? I mean, they kind of, like, because the colors, you know, they kind of, obviously match the colors of the skeletons. So what does these blobs have to do with those skeletons? It's like, it's a weird connection, I don't know. Yes, what is it? Pet. Thank you for the pets. They're very pleasant. Okay. Poke. Hey, stop that. I'll ruin that costume of yours if you keep that up. Alright, I'll stop. Okay. Get you some other time, alright. There's a sleep. Oh, I even noticed the descriptions actually. The brains of the group, they're fast asleep. The reserve one of the group. And the cherry blob's awake. Oh, okay, interesting. Okay, so you can actually talk to the blobs before talking to the skeletons. Yes? Talk. Oh, grapes. I'm really glad you checked in. What's up? There's something that I've been meaning to share for some reason. I feel like it's truly important. Alright, hit me with it. Humans are very unpredictable creatures, and their solitude can only last so long. So, in cases where you might sense that someone might be feeling down, and you're unsure of what the cause is, make sure you ask them. How else are you gonna get your answer if you aren't gonna make the effort trying to find out? Of course, you're not obligated, but to ensure trust and validity, it's the best way to approach someone about scary feelings. Now I think about it, that explains a lot of things. I would have thought that on the dot, the more you know. Thank you, Oblange. Oblange? I don't know how to say that actually. Oblange? Happy to help, Grape. Just simply ask. You know, it's that easy. Just ask. Alright. Okay, so we have a new option now. Ask what's bothering them. Easy. Knowing you're feeling on the low, what's on your mind? Oh, it's absolutely nothing, just some silly past things. That's all there is to it. I hate to be blunt with you, but the other skeleton buddy that talked to me says otherwise. And to be fair, that's probably why they brought me here. Worried and stuff. I see. I understand. In that case, hold my hand, Lude. Huh? If you'd like to know what's been bothering me, please hold my hand. Alright? You know, it's cool and all that the green skeleton is worried about his friends and all that, but like, he also kills us, you know, in a few endings. Anyway, okay, human. They said to meet up at the end of this road. I really do hope they're there. Can't wait. I've missed them so much. Oh, we get to play as Okay. Okay. Age 21. Wandering gal. She doesn't have a multi-purpose knife. You know? I guess that's the reason she died. You know, because we know that, I mean, it's kind of spoilers, but not really. We know that these characters die or become skeletons, so... I mean, I'm assuming she dies. I guess we'll see. Oh, they're not here. Was I here too early? Surely not, right? Yeah, right on time. But where are they? Perhaps I should wait for them instead. You know, that sounds like a great idea. I'm sure your friend would appreciate it lots. Okay. Just, you know, the random murderer. Just murders. That was a lot to process in such a little time. Indeed, it was. This is the stuff that you're talking about for how long? If I recall correctly, that event has occurred 2 years ago. That wasn't so long ago. Depends on your, I guess, perception of time. 2 years. That seems like a long time to me. It depends on what you mean by long, you know. I don't know. Yeah, it already felt like centuries. Oh well. Can't imagine going through something so traumatic like that. I think you have this moment rewind in your mind every day. The restlessness you got from it. I'm really sorry. It's okay. It was a relief that I had someone to share. I had someone to share about it. The others here, I imagine, suffered the same trauma as I did. And there wasn't any space for you to talk about it. Indeed. I'm glad you understand. Yeah, of course. How are you feeling? How I feel? I feel... calm. That's good to hear. Make a funny! I go for the critical hit! The final kill! The coup de grace! Well, hey, right? Yes? Thank you for marrowing your story for me. Marrowing? You can't. What does that even mean, anyway? Unless unless I'm missing something, that doesn't really work. But anyway. Was that good? Good. Grandpa, that was amazing. Thank you too. Oh my goodness, I haven't felt this alive in so long. Because I've been an undead skeleton for 2 years. I'm really glad too. Oh, thank you, Grandpa. Of course, though. I have to get going. I got the others to check up on. Oh, yes, of course. I completely understand. Make haste if you need to. Make sure you take care, Grandpa. Thank you again. Yeah, you too. Thank you, I'll need it. Alright, so that's a better ending. Thank you once again. That's a better ending to, you know, her story. I guess? Well, not a story, but rather, you know, a better ending to, like, talking to her. Anyway. Hey, your grandpa took you a bit from the orange gravestone, but good to see you weren't hurt at all. How'd it go? Good. I ended up making her laugh with a well-timed joke. Hey, that's good to know. Told you could do it. Yeah, but here's the thing. It turns out she had personal stuff going on. Stuff that's been bothering her for a long time. She did? You're surprised. No, I was more so I didn't really expect it is all. How come? Okay, I won't pry. Who's the next one I'll be meeting? Alrighty, so it's the purple gristle on the right. You take caution. He's a little more expressive. Okay. With that in mind, thanks, Just do my part. You have made progress. Okay. Well, this guy is awake. Let's talk to him. Yes, what is it? Grandpa, do you have a moment? What's up? I'd like to offer you some life advice. I truly feel like it might benefit you in the long run. Yeah, hit me with it. Alright, so. What makes humans so unique is the ability to make, or rather to have emotion, the psychological factor that makes them unique and different to others. Emotion, personality, behavior. Not all of that is always a good thing. In a hypothetical situation, for example, if a human is driven by emotion, that human can struggle making decisions without thinking twice. Your move is to emphasize and be understanding, while disproving such internal and impulsive emotions with logic. It is severely important that these feelings should not be encouraged further, and to ease the situation on a lighter end. I see, yeah. Emotions can be pretty strong. It can really drive someone to do things they might regret. Precisely. Thank you, Plurb. Don't mention it. It needed to be said. I don't know why we're taking advice from a bunch of random blobs that we found from an obscure puzzle note that we found, we did in the very beginning. Anyway. What's going here? We're just playing therapist, This is a therapist, frog therapist game. Let's see. Alright, well, we choose this option. Even if it's in the past. Is it still really in the past? Excuse me? I'll say it again. Is it still really in the past? Because for how it looks like, that past is clearly still bothering you to this day. If the past is in the past, why are you sitting here suffering about it on your own? You said that whatever happened in the past isn't worth sharing, yet here you are, isolating not only at the others, but also yourself. Are you really okay? I can read. Are you really in okay terms with the past if it's still messing you up and the others around you? It's just... If we're playing your game of logics here, you can't keep saying that it's not a big deal, even though you're behaving otherwise. And overall, your actions don't match with your words, dude. Are you okay with that? Here, hold my hand. Don't be weird with it. Don't be weird about it. Just hand holding. I won't. It was a really harsh hour that night. Me and O were talking at that time about what we'll be doing during the spooky season. And at some point, she stopped responding. Okay, it's like right after she died. It's like... Yeah, and then he followed her, because she wasn't responding. So she went through here. I haven't been getting responses from her for hours, and they've been suspiciously silent. You better be okay, or I swear. Save the game, even though it doesn't matter, because we're gonna inevitably die anyway. Oh no, Pig Blood! I can't believe we're actually in a Danganronpa game. Blood? No way. No, it's probably just fake blood. This is some sort of weird surprise, I swear. Just a prank, bro. There's so much blood. Wait, there's a body up ahead. Oh god, please. Please, no. No way, it's... A body has been found. You have, you have time until the trial. No. 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 No, no. Oh my god. Oh my god, shit. Hang in there. I'll go get help. Where are they? I swear if it's... No. They can't be the one doing something like this. Then who would? Fuck. This can't be real. This is some kind of elaborate joke? You can't be dead, please. Oh, ain't it a good joke? You. Were you the one that did this to her? Would it hurt to say I did? You monster! For what fucking reason would you do something like this? Let's see. I would have my own reasons, but the only thing I can think of is... Nothing! Absolutely no reason at all. How's that for an answer? It saves you so much time from thinking deeper, don't you think? Bastard. What about Hum? What did you do to him? Where the fuck are they? I got no clue who you're talking about there, buddy. Though, are they another friend of yours? Huh, good to know that I'll be bagging a triple tonight. Triple kill. You know, I get a really high KD ratio. Anyway. Shit, I can't leave Earth's body here, but I can't have Hum come here. I shouldn't have left my phone at home when I needed it the most. I was in a hurry. Fuck, I have no choice but to make a run for it and tell them. Oh, where do you think you're going, buddy? What? Oh, come on. It ain't fun if you're just free to go telling your friend that you saw me. If you did, I would get that triple like I was all excited about. Why do I feel weird? Well, let's just say you'll have a killer headache soon. I need to... Jeez, already slurring? I thought it'd take at least a few minutes before that set in. But then again, I did just polish my axe. Oh, and one more thing. You're gonna need more than just a few pills to ease that headache of yours. I need to warn Hum. You wanna know how I got these scars? Actually, yeah, I think he does have a scar. I think that's where the scar comes from. On his bone head. That is a grim fate. No pun intended. It was. I didn't get a chance to even warn them about that thing. Seeing her like that on the floor, still and dead. I tried to put up all my strength to run, but I wasn't too fast compared to whatever the fuck that thing was. I did my best to run and warn them from being the next victim, but after meeting them here, in the flip side, it was too late. Yeah, so it was. It's bittersweet that all three of us are here, but I couldn't help but feel guilty. It was so much to bear on me that I never got to properly grasp the reality of it. Well, it's time! It's time to make a funny! Well, better now than never, you know? Better now than never. That it's not funny. Okay. I can't breathe, but you don't even have any lungs to prove that. You might not see them, but they feel really real to me. Haha. Yeah. I can't fake laugh. I can't, like, whenever I have to read laughter in the visual novel, or read it aloud anyway, I can't do a fake laugh. It's weird. It's hard. Holy shit, I feel like what? Refreshed, like really refreshed. I haven't got a good laugh like that for a long time. Well, that's good to know, I'm glad. In that case, my work here is done. I can't stay around for long since I've got somewhere else to be. I had focus on your goal. I understand that. Very well, take care. It was a pleasure meeting you, Grandpa. Likewise. Take it easy, Alice. Alright? Hey, human. No, Grandpa. Thank you, truly. Please, take care of yourself when you get home. Alright. Save the game. Hey, yo, Grandpa, glad to see you back out here. I thought something bad happened to you back there, considering how volatile his character is. How'd it go? It went really well. Just like throughout our conversation, he too had stuff in his mind to share. What did you end up learning? That both of them got murdered on that same night. You want to know the rest of the story? That'd be cool. Green Gravestone? On your north? Yeah, looks like you got it. It's really not that hard to pick up on something after the second time. It wasn't surprised that you'd be the last one. I got my own questions, obviously, but after knowing you for a bit, I haven't pried much about your story. Even if you try to hide stuff about yourself, it ended up breaking the deal. Because I told you that you need to cheer everyone up on this island to seal it. Otherwise, you'd be in here forever. Both skeletons mentioned you, so that wasn't a big shocker. Either way, I really want to go home. Let's get it over with. Right. Well, I'll see you then. On the flip side, you know? Actually, I wonder, technically you can go now. Something like, do you get like a different ending now? I don't know. Probably some kind of variation of the endings that we got before, but no, I was just saying, sure. I was thinking of talking to the green blob, but it's not. I don't know. Let me double check. I'm still sleeping. Usually, you know, the idea is that we talk to the blob first before we talk to the skeleton. You know? It's not, maybe? Wow, their grave really feels different compared to the others. I guess I'll find my answers when I talk to them. Double checking, just double checking. Alright, that's it, I guess. We just talk. Yo ho ho, welcome to my crib. Sorry if the green burns your eyes. I'm not so sure why this was the color chosen. The color of this place is the least of my worries, so you're fine. Figured. Just thought I'd tell you either way. So, aren't you feeling a little nervous? Knowing the context about the rest, you probably know how this one ends anyway. See, I wouldn't bother budging you the details about what happened, but it's no denying that we're both deep in this rabbit hole. And to be fair, you need that closure anyway. It's a thing I notice really with you dead people. Restless and lurking from various different emotions, negative types. So unless I'm willing to get myself killed in your crib, I'm doing whatever it takes to get you three at peace. Alrighty. Well, let me know when you're ready. Likewise. Play the game. Is it time? Is it time for the final battle? I keep checking the blob, but I guess... No, okay. We don't need to talk to the blob, we just talk to the skeleton directly. I'm not very sure how to approach this. Something tells me that I should check in with Glorb. Yeah, okay, now I check. Glorb. It says Glorb, but then it's Grolb. You know, this is a weird typo, I feel like. Hey, Grapes, how can I help you? Grapes, good to see you. It's Grandpa Grolb? Grolb? Is it Glorb or Glorb? Yeah, I know, just messing with you. I actually have something important to tell you. Mind lending your fleshy ear for me? Did you really have to call it that? Nah, but we'll see you with a funny face, though. Alright, I'll just tuck you back in the pocket. Okay. Yeah, geez, stop. I'll stop messing around. The important thing I wanted to tell you was some kind of life advice? Or maybe a better way to behave if something happens. Go ahead. See, humans can really be stubborn, in ways that are painfully obvious, and some that can be entirely vague. So in a situation where something like, let's say another human is acting very stubborn on something for various different reasons, and they're definitely in need of help but is too caught up to ask, help them understand by being firm with your words, reassure that you truly want to help them. It's important to approach something like this with an open mind, otherwise anything else responding from that with emotions isn't good. That's pretty scary stuff, but yeah, that sounds about right. It's a good thing I got told this. The amount of times I gave up walked away because I didn't know what else to do. But I don't like parties or having friends too much. A lot of burden and commitment. Well hey, it's never too late to make that change yourself. It's always ready for you when the time comes. Absolutely. Thank you, Glorb. Very wise words to hear from you. Of course, don't sweat it. Just thought I'd share with you is all since I feel like you might need it. I'll be honest, I don't like the blobs. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a party pooper, but I don't like the blobs. They're they're meant to be comic relief, and they just pull out random fortune cookie, like, you know, what's it called? Platitudes, you know? They just pull out just empty platitudes at you, and apparently that's a good thing. I don't know. It's weird. I don't like the blobs. They like are incredibly unnecessary in my opinion anyway. And this is not only, you know, and this is totally not because I'm salty about like trying to find the blobs in the first place, and I got really stuck on like trying to figure out what the little note meant. Anyway, let's see. So before I hear your side of the story, would you like to maybe lay out some weight off your back by sharing a few things? What do you mean by that? As in like, is there anything you'd like to make things clear before showing me a flashback? Like everyone else. Nah, I'm sure. Let's just get this over with, like you said. I see what's going on. Huh? I've got my own assumptions, but I'd rather have you say it instead. I have no clue what you're talking about. The only one who can be honest about how you truly feel is yourself, Hum. Like I've told the others, you can't keep running away from the past if it still burdens you to this day. You can't keep lying to yourself, that's fine. Is that why you're all so distant from each other? I'm not a therapist here, even though this is the entire ending route for this game. You know, I assume the final ending is literally being a therapist. But anyway, I'm not a therapist here, but I know exhausting actions being made when I see them. Or I read that weird, but I know exhausting actions being made when I see them. You're right. I've always wondered what else bothered me and the others, but I never took the time to realize that we didn't have that closure afterwards. It all just happened in under a few hours. And because of that lack of closure, all of you couldn't bring yourselves to talk about it with each other. Yep, you got it. It's not really hard to understand how things happen, but it is really difficult to notice that something awful as that. It's a great example of easier said than done. It is, and I'm thankful you understand. Thanks a bunch, Grandpa. Let's save it when you get to be at peace. Roger that. Okay. I'm just gonna save the game again, just in case. So, you ready to go? Sure. Alrighty. You know the drill. You're gonna want to hold on to it tightly. Having you say that makes me a little nervous. I'm giving you a heads up just for that reason, so... What kind of hair does Hum have? You know, I don't know. I'm just reminded of powdered wigs. I don't think that's exactly correct. Anyway, it's hard to tell from just the silhouette. Anyway, she really needs to quit with those calls. I already told her that I'll be out tonight. I don't care what she does after I get home. Should I just live with the others? Yeah, I'll consider it. It's about time to take care of myself without her. Okay. Different mood, I feel like. I feel like, you know, when she was like running up here, she was like excited or something, but this person or Hum is like not feeling up to it. But then I don't know, getting a call. Is it getting a call from or getting a call from someone else? Maybe. I mean, apparently Hum is like 19 years old. Maybe like mom. You know, that's what they're referring to. I don't know. Anyway. The others should be up ahead from here. Come to think of it, I haven't checked up on them for a while. I'll do it when I meet up with them. Okay. So the phone call wasn't from... Because I was thinking, technically, you know, their friends are already died, you know, at this point. I was just wondering if the killer, the axe murderer, like, Joker clown, you know, I assume, was using that phone to call Hum, but no. They should be around here, and... Nope, it's a bunch of blood. Hey. Oh god. Oh my fucking god. Else, holy shit, this is so... The cops. Hey, you call the cops. The cops? A terrible choice there, kiddo. You! Why would you do this to them? They didn't seem like good friends to you. I just did what I had to. These weren't the people that I had issues with. What is wrong with you? If you wanted to take someone's life, that wasn't fun of me. You should have gone after my mother. I guess those carcasses were your buddies after all. Both of them were looking forward to your visit. Then again, they could also be messing with your buddy. You'll never know when someone's gonna stab you back. How tense can you be? You're so soulless. Of course these people were my friends. Don't you have the eyes for everything I do? No matter where I went to get away from you, you wouldn't leave me alone. That is true, but... Then again, I can sense fake friends when I see them. What are you talking about? Of course they were... I wasn't talking about them. Huh? Buddy. I thought we were friends. I didn't hear you complain when I got rid of your previous other friends. So that's why they were missing. That was back in middle school. How long have you stalked me for? Ouchies. You call that stalking, kid? Always looking after you, Hums. Is that what friends are for? We're never friends to begin with. You freak. That's a shame, really. Thanks for letting me know. It's a lot more than usual, but nothing like my good old void pockets can help with that. At least I bagged a triple. I hope you get to see your so-called friends on the flip side. Okay, there's also a supernatural element to this as well. I mean, besides the fact that they're like undead supernatural skeletons, that's already supernatural, but apparently this axe murderer has void pockets? And they know about flip side? But weird. I don't know. Anyway. So, where do you want to reflect over? It's a lot, but I prefer if you take the call since, it was mostly your recollection before you died. Yeah, you're right. So, I was supposed to meet up with the others that night, but I'd come at a later hour because my mom, she kept me inside as long as I can remember, so there's a lot of terrible things to that. The status at home wasn't so great. I didn't want to live with her considering I was a literal adult. That's why I asked the two of them to meet up at that spot, hoping to discuss if I could live with them. Maybe, have a more stable environment for myself, mentally and physically speaking. But I didn't expect that wish to come true in this kind of fashion. Yeah, I can see that. I'm really sorry, Hum. It's alright. Honest, really. I've got a long way to recover from that incident, and the others can say the same. You can't really dwell on the past forever wondering how you can fix things. If only my powers granted that kind of ability. Would you want the outcome to be any different? Not really. In hindsight, there was probably a reason this happened. But one thing's for sure is that I'm with my friends again. Not the way I wanted to be not the way I wanted to be, but we're all here together. All it needs is time for healing, and it's basically ready to talk about the, incident. And do our best to accept the way things are, coming to terms with it. It's time. Make funny. Well, I guess you could say that you're not planning to be reboned anytime soon. Reboned? Reboned. Yeah, you can say that. Besides, even if I considered it, things wouldn't feel the same. It's unfortunate, sure, but we got each other to talk about it. It's a lot of process, but that's what having open conversations is for. And knowing what y'all three have been through, I'm sure you have that closure yourselves. Yourselves? Hold on. You're not thinking that I'll send you off back home, right? Wasn't that the deal? Calm down now, I can always take you back home. No need to rush it, You did very well. Stuff that I couldn't have done without your help. It's nothing really. Most of it was stuff that I learned from these random blobs that just inconspicuously just found randomly in this RPG Maker game. Others. Whoever they are, or whoever they were, must have been good people, I bet. Keep them. You never know when you get good friends like that ever again. This is just random blobs. Reality speaking, the world's really cruel. It's punishing in more ways than one. Yeah, very much is. Well, that's about everything. Meet me at the spot where you first woke up. I'll call up the others and, wait for you there. Tell you a proper goodbye and send our thanks, Oh yeah, I was about to suggest something like that. I'm glad we got the same idea. Let's get skedaddling. Alright. And just like that, they're gone. Okay. There you go. Kind of learned the story about these three skeletons. They got murdered by the Joker. And apparently the Joker was like a stalker of Hum in the first place, so that's why they were killed and all that. But apparently, I don't know. But then that the killer knew about the flip side and everything, or is that a joke? Maybe. I mean, maybe that was a joke. in a way, it's kind of like morbid, you know, that the part of the game, you know, was all about making jokes, but that the killer, the murderer, was like a clown. I'm assuming. I don't know. Like, well, they're all silhouettes, so we couldn't really see, to be honest. But I got like a Joker vibe from them, you know. So that's what I just assumed. Hello. Ah, Grandpa, pleasant sight to see you here. Came to tell you to be over here. It's a strange occurrence, but seeing how Oz is here as well, it must be very important. Though I do hope things go well. The two tend to tussle sometimes, and it can get very overwhelming. Couldn't stop bothering me to come here. You're unusually more naggy than usual. Not that I had a problem with it. Well, it kind of is, but it's nothing bad. Though it's good to see her out here after so long. I'm glad she's doing okay. But it's also a relief to know that they're doing okay too. Been a bit since I had a conversation with the dumbass. Excuse me, them. What about you and Hum talked about? I'm glad to see there was a good outcome. Yo-ho, there she is. Ready for us to tell you our goodbyes? Yeah, sounds good. Alrighty, friends, as promised, I'll send Grandpa back to her home. Before I do that, I figured we'd tell her our thanks and goodbyes, since, well, we'll never know when we get to see her around again. You know, eventually she'll die, right? Is that how it works? I don't know how this, like, pocket dimension works. Is this, like, the afterlife technically for everybody, or for these people in particular, because they got killed by the axe murderer? I don't know. Because the axe murderer mentioned something about, like, a void pocket. Like, it's weird. And, like, do they live forever, or do they eventually pass on? I don't know. Anyway. That's very kind of you, Hum. It would be rather strange if there wasn't any form of gratitude towards the human. Best bet's to get it over with, then. The human could use some rest after being dragged into this mess. Oh, so isn't that a little bit too forward? I mean, hey, we're all good and dandy in the end, so you still didn't need to do that either way. I didn't know how else to get you to talk, so why not bring someone random, you know? It was all just a whim, by the way. This is incredibly irresponsible. Like, we did all of this to make them feel better about the traumatic experience of being killed and all that. But really, this was incredibly unconsensual. And we don't even get paid for this experience, you know? This is like stolen labor. I'm going to report you to the labor thing. I don't know. What do you call it? Not a union, because we're not. You have to be in a union to do that. Anyway, he isn't wrong. If I don't get home anytime sooner, I can and will sleep here. But you know, it's no problem either. You don't need to rush it. And let the pickering be safe for later, please. Oh, right. Sorry, my bad. Let's just move on then. Oh, I should tell you where I live, right? Yuppers. Unless you want me to take you back at the forest and potentially be responsible for your death. Yeah, here. I mean, yeah, one of the endings, we do actually, you know, see an axe following her. So, like, it does lead to her death. You know, we finally learned who the killer is, sort of. We don't really learn who the killer is, but we kind of know them. We kind of know that they killed these skeleton people, you know, or when they were humans anyway. Oh, really? Lots of crazy people in that spot. I'm surprised you're still here in the One Piece. I see. I'm just as surprised with that too. Oh, did you live around there too? Yeah, but only when I was a kid. Oh, I would love to hear your story on that. I'll spare the details after this is over. That's good to know, I guess? Hey, don't dread about it. I'll try my best. It's hard not to know, or it's hard not to knowing, or it's hard not to knowing you came from where I live and you're dead. Okie dokie, so. Would you like to share yours first? If that's no trouble, of course. Yeah, go for it. It was a very extended goodbye. So Grandpa, thank you for your help. The circumstances of how you got here might have been unexpected, but rest assured that your efforts are very well acknowledged. My deepest gratitude, I won't ever forget it. Very formal. Yeah, of course, sir. I'm glad to hear that, really. Did you just stutter? I'm not used to compliments. Me either, but that didn't stop me, so. Uh-huh. Speaking of, Oz, you're up. Okay, well, How can you clear your throat if you don't have one? Trust me, I don't know how. I'm still an animated skeleton in a floating island, so don't question anything else. Fair point. Other than the fact that you shouldn't have been here, your help was taking me out of a hole that I never knew I was in. If it wasn't for you, I still would have been closed-minded for any sorts of ideas at all. So thank you, Grandpa. Genuinely. Yep, of course. I do hope you know that it's genuine. Calling it just in case. Very funny. Anyways, it's your turn, Hum. I'm finished. Geez, about time. I'm meaning to give the human my thanks. Anyway, so, Grandpa. I think that was sarcasm, by the way. About time, or whatever. Anyway, yeah, listen, sorry about having to drag you up here. I really need help is all, and while it's unexpected, I hope you can forgive me on that behalf. Incredibly irresponsible, by the way. I mean, I don't know how old Hum, should be at this point. I mean, technically, do you age as a skeleton? I don't know, but Hum is 19. I know they said they're a literal adult and everything, but I don't know. It's just right out of high school. It feels like Hum is just really young. Basically a Zoomer. So incredibly irresponsible. They just summon a human here and potentially lead them to their death. I don't know, man. Kind of horrible, kind of horrible thing to do. It's so casually. Anyway, thank you for help. Thank you for the help, really. For things you've done to me and my friends. But if that isn't enough, I can send you back in just a second. Yeah, that'll do. But before you do that, actually, I have something for you in return. Oh, and what could that be? You don't need to, really. The help was all I needed to be satisfied. Well, what all said was true, I'd like to know what it is either way. It's these funny little guys. I found them in the forest on the way home, and all three coincidentally had the same colors as you guys do. Yeah, that was strange. Why did that happen? I don't know. Is that so? Well, let's see them. New pets. Based on their own personalities? Kind of weird. Little blob things. Strange, I've never seen these things before. Though they're quite cute. Mine's a little sticky in my hands. It is looking at you a little funny. Maybe it doesn't like you. Well, if it gets any worse, I'll just drop it. Huh, that's weird. What is? I'm pretty sure these little guys talked when I found them. Just a little off that they aren't talking. Perhaps they're shy. I doubt that's the case. Yours looked like it's trying to say something. Oh, well, wait. I feel a little weird, holding mine. Well, now that you mention it, me too. Whoop! Of course. Wait, is it trying to merge with us? I'll just look away. I can feel my eyes burning. I can't really see anything about how white things are. Ah. Yep. You okay? Oh, there you go. Now we can actually see the human forms. Well, there we go. Now we can see again. Right? I feel like bright things, but... I like bright things, but not that bright. Guys? Your voices? I'm kind of giving them the same voices, but... What do you mean? Yeah? My hands. Their skin? I guess so. I guess it's artistic style, but it looks like doll hand, But I guess they're just human hands. It's not just our hands. We've completely formed back into our human selves. Well, not entirely. We're a little bit colorful for human standards. It's just an anime thing, where you get very technicolor anime hair. I guess they're referring to the skin maybe as well. Anyway. But it's still a human form, I think. Is there a mirror I can look myself into? Oh, you can use my phone if you want. Oh, please, if that's okay. Oh my, good knees. Good knees? Good knees? Goodness? My hair, and my soft face, thank you. I really hated just being a skeleton. She's really pretty. I don't remember the last time I looked at myself. I can't remember the last time I've seen you guys like this. Oh geez, this is weird. See, I get emotional give you two a bunch of hugs, but there's a lot to take in there's a lot to take in, Eesh. I don't know where you got these blobs, but it's honestly not so bad. And surprisingly enough, I feel a little more myself. That's good to see, but it's gonna take a bit for me to, get used to this form, I guess. Still has that scar, by the way. Now looking at you, you actually shrunk a little in terms of height. Huh? You serious? I'm just messing with you. Right. I completely forgot how annoying you can be. Well, there's a more grumpier side that I'm more familiar with. But then again, yours has passed, so I shouldn't be too surprised. I don't even say anything about that. But now that you mention it, I do feel a bit more lively than ever before. So, how are you three holding up? Well, I definitely didn't see this coming. I had a feeling that the blobs were weird, but seeing how they merged with us, they must have been our lost souls. Okay, so that's... I mean, I had a feeling, I guess, that there's some kind of thing, related to them. I'm part of them, I mean, that's why the colors matched. But yeah, they're just souls, I guess, in blob form. I'm not sure if that's the case, but I'd like some explanation for that. It's not surprising that you doubt it, but given by how the merging didn't cause any trouble, it will only make sense. That's the only one reason, but we could always use more than one. They make a fair point. While it was an easy merge, it's also possible that it's not ours. I don't know. The blobs look thrilled seeing all of us. Oh, goodness. I really hope that it isn't true. It wouldn't feel so pleasant knowing I merged with someone else's soul instead. So these things are blobs. Yet the whole existence is being someone's soul. I've never seen such a thing, but... what would they be called? We will about the names later. Thank you. We should be more worried whether or not those blobs belong to you three. That sounds like a great idea. What do you think, Hum? Alright, moving on then. How do these blobs talk to you? You said they'd be able to when you found them, right? If I recall correctly. Yeah, sorry, give me a moment. I'm not making stuff up. I'm seriously trying to remember how they were. I know. You can start with the orange blob, that helps. Oh, gotcha. This... Anyway, I was gonna say, this is a whole lot of, not exposition, well, I don't know what the word is, but, I feel like we're taking a lot of screen time just talking about what happened when we should just be, like, grateful that this happened and just move on, But anyway, continue on. With the orange blob, she felt like somewhat of an airhead. But even despite her aloof nature, she was very kind and cheery, as if it takes a lot to bother her in a serious note. But now that you mention it, wasn't any different back then. So the blob was happy-go-lucky. Yep. So there's no doubt it's hers then. How about mine? Should it be Oz's turn? It's funny, yeah, you should be the... I don't know, it's weird, but like, it should be then Oz, and then Hum. It's such the case, because that's the order that we did in most of the game. It's no problem, I can go last. Hey, you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Okay, Dougie, you're free to continue. So yours is definitely a smartass. I cut it short as a type to cause trouble just for fun. Oh? Is this mischievous behavior in question involve picking on others? The playful back and forth? Yeah, there's that. Now, then that does indeed belong to Hums. Was the green blob messing with the purple blob a lot? I'd say they did. Okie dokie, just want to make sure. Oh, so you're not going to ask yours? Oh, you guys are finished? Jeez, what got you thinking so hard? A lot of things. There you go again with your short life answers. You shy or something? That's not... Oh, so I'm super thankful that we're all together again and all. But the yelling, can you please stop? Right, sorry. Let's just move on. How was your experience with the purple blob? I can make it brief for you if that helps. If it doesn't trouble you, please. Yours was stoic, logical for the most part. If you had something to say, most of them would be given a moment to think about it before fully vocalizing it. He does tend to overreact and flip his shit for minor inconveniences, but it truly seems like he cared for the other blobs, making sure his group was doing okay. Well, Oz was the one who was looking after us for most of the time that I've known him. Oz. A bit too quiet about that, I see? I was processing it. I don't get to hear stuff about myself from others on a daily basis, so... Yeah, I get how that feels, alright. Fair enough. Surely the plot was yours, right, Oz? Yeah, it was mine. Actually, having this discussion made me realize something. Knowing that the blobs were a part of us, and Grandpa said she knew how to help us because of them. Wouldn't that mean... all the credits are from all of you. While you're mentioning this, I technically ended up being a vessel through this journey. In the end, I was only doing what was told from where the source was. The three of you. Talk about no one else will help you but yourself to the next level. Grandpa? Well, I'm grateful to be reunited with my friends and my soul. You shouldn't humble yourself for the efforts you did. What do you mean? What you did was an easy thing to do. It was something that could have gone wrong in more ways than one. The weight of the efforts is very deserving of recognition and gratitude. Oh, sorry. I spaced out a little from trying to come up with fancy words like that. What I was trying to say was, celebrate! Celebrate good times, come on. No, you done something good, and you're very deserving to be happy. Eh? I feel pretty glad. Does that count? Glad? Of course not. Glad is the lighter side of happy. I want to see you happy. And plus, you're not even smiling. Come to think of it, I haven't seen you smile at all. From what I'm seeing, you don't look pretty glad, so I don't know. Oh, come on, Grandpa, don't be a hypocrite. It doesn't hurt to be happy about what you did. It's okay to be proud of it, Grandpa. Be proud of it. You have such a cute smile, Grandpa. You can't hold your weight on me. Are you guys out doing group hugs? I'm not invited. Well, then get over here, you big. Big goofball. Say less. Say less. Say less. Do they mean like, say no more, rather than like say less? I don't know. Say less seems weird to me. Anyway, it's been a while since I've done hugs. Come on, Oz, bring it in. Oh, I'm good. Ah, really? Get over here, Oz. You'll never know when we get to have a group hug with Grandpa like this again. Fine, I'll bring it in. Yay! See, not so bad, is it? Be quiet, let me appreciate this moment. I'm super glad the flip side is really cold. Otherwise, this onesie would be making me sweat like crazy. I'm glad. Be sure to cherish this moment. With these undead, zombies. Now, especially considering I'm sending you home, she's got a point. While knowing they're at least part human, aren't we emitting warmth in some kind of way? Yeah, and it's oddly comforting. Comforting to the point where I might sleep, actually. Well, keep yourself awake, you wouldn't want to be asleep when Hum sends you home. That is true. I suppose we should stop with the group hugs. Sleep. I guess not. At least she's comfy though, right? I mean, she's very tired. Wasn't she like really tired or something in the beginning of the adventure? Anyway. Well, I guess you could say the situation's got a little bit humorous. Well, that's the title drop. Oh, hey, Grandpa's awake again. Yeah? I'll give you 3 seconds to send me home right now before I jump off to see the stars. Ah, Grandpa, let's not do that. Maybe do a flip. Do a backflip. Oh, I guess it doesn't hurt to feel proud after all. True ending. Humorous conclusion. There you go. That's the game. Yeah. I mean, kind of difficult to get the true ending, I feel like. Because I didn't really understand the little note at the beginning. It's very obscure. Happy Halloween, even though it probably isn't Halloween. When you watch this on YouTube, anyway. But there you go. That's the game. How do I feel about it? Well, incredibly sappy. In the true ending, at the very least, it's so sappy. But the tone of the game is kind of weird, though. I don't know, because what I want to know, and something that's left it's kind of like a loose thread. Who's the axe murderer? We don't really know. We don't learn anything about the axe murderer. Who the frick is the axe murderer? How do they know about the flip side thing? And and we don't really, there's no justice, basically, right? There's no conclusion to that thing, that thread where they freaking murder these 3 people, and then the axe murderer just gets away with it, and that's it. I don't know. Kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth. I don't know. Maybe the game is not supposed to be about catching a killer and all that. Maybe that's kind of like a different kind of game. But I don't know. I just felt I wish there was an ending to that. I wish there was some kind of like small scene with the axe murderer. Maybe it doesn't even have to be like a Phoenix Wright style, you know, and you're the murderer, and then we arrest them, you know, or anything like that. But at the very least, some kind of karma, at least, you know. Maybe we actually learn the murderer actually ends up dying or something. I don't know, and you know, gets their just desserts or something like that. I'm not sure, but I do kind of wish that kind of thread was tied up, because it felt like it wasn't, you know. Because they're kind of like the catalyst, you know, of the entire story here. I feel like. Other than that, I don't know. The game's mood felt kind of weird though, you know, because it's funny because the content warning did mention, you know, these disturbing elements, and we did see a little bit of it in these little flashbacks. But because there were flashbacks, it didn't feel. I don't know, to me at least, maybe I play too much, you know, gory games. But like, it didn't feel like all that disturbing, to be honest, because they're just flashbacks. You know, they're like, whatever. It happened in the past, you know. It wasn't happening in the moment. It was happening in the moment. I feel like it would be more suspenseful, but because you already know that they died, it's kind of like, well, okay, they die, okay, whatever. You know, it's kind of like, you already know what's going to happen, right? I don't know. Anyway, so the actual horror elements didn't really feel like it shined at all, I don't think, anyway. But let me check. Is it tagged as horror? I think it's tagged as horror, right? Yeah, it is kind of tagged as horror, but I didn't feel all that scared necessarily. And, you know, not all horror games need to be scary necessarily, but I feel like there's some, you know, elements that it should at least disturb you or something like that, and I didn't get that from this game, you know, for the most part. Again, I think it's because any like disturbing stuff is, I mean, for one, it's hidden, you know, you don't really get to see it unless you do the true ending, and secondly, it happens in the past, right? It's just kind of like they're just talking about it, you know, or whatever, in a way. I mean, I guess it's like a magical flashback. Kind of, you see it from their perspective or something like that. I don't know. They're very short though, and it's kind of like, you know, they're not very. I don't know. I didn't get much from it in terms of the horror elements. Besides that, though, I mean, the art, it looks okay. I don't mind the art. Art looks kind of good. It's kind of interesting how like there's different endings you could get, you know, when you go through the game. At least the main game, anyway. Again, the true ending is very linear, though, and very like I feel like for me anyway, kind of drag out a little bit. I feel like, in my opinion. Again, it is interesting that, you know, by choosing different options, you know, you end up with different conclusions of the story, which again, they do have morbid implications though. They have like really dark implications that the main character, I just keep forgetting her name. What's her name again? Why do I keep forgetting her name? Frog suit lady, Grape, which was actually Greppa. Anyway, Grape, I'll just say Grape, because it kind of pisses her off. It's funny. Anyway, Grape, the main character, actually does die, you know, very morbidly in the few endings. You know, I think the one in the first endings, the one where she jumps off, that's pretty morbid. You know, that's definitely disturbing. At least in my opinion, it's kind of sad as well. But other than that, I feel like most of the endings where she actually starves to death, it just ends up being comedic for some reason. It's a weird tone, you know? It has some very dark implications, but ends up like, oh well, I guess you're stuck here forever, and then you're gonna starve to death. Whatever. You know, I missed the part where that's my problem. You know, this is what the green skeleton would say, and then they just leave her there. That's kind of like really messed up. You know, that's what like a horrible person would do. I'm still like stuck on that. You know, you don't just do that. Just like, I don't know. Anyway, it's just weird. You know, in that sense, like they like in the beginning, the skeletons for the most part are not really hostile towards you, and yet randomly they just, you know, kill you, I guess, for some reason. At least the green skeleton does, the common does. Yeah, I mean, other than that, I think that's the biggest thing, you know. It's like the tone of the game is kind of weird to me. It kind of jumps back and forth a little bit too much, kind of whiplash a little bit. It tries to be sincere, and then tries to be comedic, and then tries to be dark. Like, I just, you know, there's not a good balance, I feel like. You know, there's not enough, it doesn't ease my way, you know, into those parts, I feel like. I don't know, maybe it depends on the stories that I like to read, but like usually, if you're gonna do something that's like comedic and horror at the same time, it needs to be mixed in a very interesting way. I don't know, I'm just trying to think. Like, I'm not a good writer, so I don't know how to express this, but like, I don't know. You can have like a bit of suspense, a bit of tension. It needs to build up to it in the background, like any kind of horror elements. And then you can have like comedic situations as well to what's the one? I don't know what the word is, but to basically not have it be serious all the time. You can definitely have some comedic moments to loosen the tension, but especially when things start getting serious, definitely ramp up the horror elements. I feel like, and like I don't know, I just didn't get that from this game. I don't know, I don't know what it is. I'm not sure how to describe it, but like it just feels off to me. The way the story kind of progressed and everything. And again, I felt too sappy as well. But that's my problem, though, I guess. It went on and on and on and on and on about like feelings, and like basically, Grape was just being a therapist to everybody. It's like you gotta talk about your problems and blah, 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 blah. And that's okay. It's like I don't mind that as like a plot device and everything. There's a lot of stories that do that, but it felt like I don't know. Because there wasn't any suspense or tension to the actual story, you're never really in trouble, I feel like, unless, again, you get technically starved to death by leaving you there in the islands, I guess. But otherwise, it just didn't feel like there was immediate danger, I guess. I think that's what it was for me anyway. There wasn't any immediate danger. And again, my expectations, again, because of the content warnings, I was expecting more, more of a horror vibe, but it doesn't feel that way, So I don't know. That's what I felt like. Like there wasn't an immediate danger, and therefore things talked about kind of dragged on a little bit too long, and like it just felt like normal conversations, despite the supernatural environment, I guess, supernatural setting, I guess. I don't know. That's the vibe. That's the feeling I got. So that's why I felt like it was. I didn't flow well, and the blobs too. I get that. I guess that I get that they're trying to do the twist at the end where like the blobs were their souls and all that. I guess, but I don't know. I didn't like it. I didn't like it, to be honest. It just felt too lighthearted, in the beginning. Maybe I'm salty because it was kind of hard to like get the true ending, so maybe that's why. That's probably why. That's the main reason, really, more than anything else. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Because normally I'm trying to think, because games that are like horror and comedy, I do like it though sometimes. I feel that's game that's trying to do, like humorous. That's the pun, but like they're trying to be humorous, but also have some dark parts to it. I don't know. I think what it is that again the game flowed in such a way where it wasn't to my taste. I guess like it went too. Again, I'm repeating myself, but I went too much on the basically like therapist angle, where it's just like they're just talking to skeletons and you get better from your trauma, and they're like, thanks, all right, good job. There's no antagonist. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Yeah, the antagonist is supposed to be the axe murderer, but we don't interact with them at all. They're just a background character that like is just there to show how the three skeletons die in the first place as humans, but that's kind of it. So yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. There's not enough suspense. There's no suspense to it, no tension, not much like conflict really. In my opinion, anyway. At least nothing interesting in terms of the conflict, and yeah, there's no. It feels like there's no antagonist. I think that's the biggest thing for me. And again, not everything needs to have like an antagonist. An antagonist doesn't even need to be human, actually. It doesn't even need to be like a character. An antagonist can also just be like nature, Wasn't that like, there's a meme about that, Man versus nature, is like traditional, or like man versus technology is modern, and man versus society, or whatever. Or was that the other way around? Anyway. So, the antagonist doesn't always have to be like a person necessarily, but that's what I feel like. There's no like something to fight for. There's a meaning behind her actions. That's like interesting. Anyway, it felt contrived. The fact that Hum just brings you into this like random dimension to make their friends laugh, and that's it. I don't know. If you don't, you die. I don't know. It's like I don't know. I think what would have made it more interesting, actually, if Hum was actually more actively hostile towards. Everyone's just too nice, basically. And I don't like the fact that everyone's too nice. I want some more conflict in this story. That would have made me more interested, actually. It was always already kind of interesting. I kind of was invested in learning what the skeleton's backstory was and everything. But I do kind of wish there was more of a fight to it, I guess, and not, I don't mean like a physical fight necessarily. I guess it could be like a physical fight, but they don't need to be like doing kamehamehas necessarily, but more of like a back and forth, where like where everybody isn't so nice. I guess the only one was kind of rude towards us was like the purple guy, House, I guess, sort of, but I don't know. Again, I feel like the characters I think need to be more hostile in the beginning, especially if the demands in it just doesn't fit, right? Again, that Hum was trying to force you to make his friends laugh or whatever in this pocket dimension, literally kidnaps you to do something like that. It would fit more if he was definitely much more like hostile towards you, other than like, hey, let's just do this one contract, just do this favor for me, bro. Are you okay? When you succeed, all right, and if you fail, I'll just I'm gonna let you die, lol. I don't know. I felt too blasé. Anyway, I'm rambling for too long. So there you go. That was it for Humerous. I guess if you're on YouTube, you didn't know I stream these games live on Twitch, so check me out over there if you're interested. I also have other playthroughs on the channel, so you can look for those if you want. Thanks for watching. Until next time. See you then.